Today on TeenView TV, we're going to be talking about hotspots. So stick around, TeenView TV starts now. My favorite hotspot, well, I don't really have a favorite hotspot. I just like to go shopping. There's a lot of great places like New Market Square, Bradley Fair, the mall.
My favorite thing is PF Chang's because they have really good food and good service.
My favorite hotspot is in Kansas City. It's called Cocoa Keys. It's a water resort and they have a bunch of cool interactions you can do there. They have a restaurant and it's also part of a hotel, and it's just a good place to take your friends and hang out.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of TeenView TV. I'm your host, Jessica Rain. On this week's episode, we're going to be talking about hotspots. We'll take a look at Tanganyika Wildlife Park, and we'll have a discussion with our You Speak Out panel about what hotspots we could probably bring to Wichita, or what your favorite ones are. So let's head over to our What's Hot on the Web.
I'm Blake Moore.
Hey Blake, what are you doing, dude?
Doing what's on the web.
This is my job. You can't just walk in here and do my job. I'm Malcolm Eugene. Welcome to What's Hot.
We already filmed that.
What do you mean we already filmed it? I had one job, and you guys just took that away from me. You know what? I quit. You guys owe me a cheeseburger. What is this?
I'm not sending him a check.
What's up, TVM World? I'm Blake, and this is What's Hot on the Web. Now, as you might notice, the background behind me is now white. That's because the other one was Malcolm's idea, who last episode quit. And, well, now it's my show. Segment. It's something. Alright, so this first video we're going to show you is not only genius, but it's also quite expensive in the end. Let's take a look. To make someone feel like they're playing a harmless computer game, it's pretty cool. But then to make them freak out from an unphotoshopped picture of Lady Gaga and punch a clean hole through a screen is something genius. Or evil, depending on how you look at it.
Whoa.
Now
Get off the set. That's not gonna work. That's not funny at all, man.
didn't you?
That's not funny.
But I thought you quit.
Yeah, they asked me to come back. That wasn't funny.
Who asked you to come back?
I'm gonna show you how it's done.
Alright.
What up, TVM World? I'm Malcolm Eugene, and this is What's Hot on the Web. Let's get into our next video, where someone else is also having computer problems. You remember when your mom used to tell you that you didn't always have to do what everyone else was doing, or if everyone were to jump off a bridge, would you jump too? Well, apparently this guy is a jumper. I sure hope he got the warranty for that laptop. See, that's how you do it.
Nice shirt. Is that pink or salmon?
Only girls call it pink.
I thought salmon had more orange in it.
No, you don't know your colors.
Obviously. Alright, do you want your show back?
I would appreciate my show back.
Fine, you can have your show back.
Thank you. You know what? You didn't do too bad of a job.
No?
We should do this together.
Alright. You did it so much better though.
Hey man, we got to knock this thing out. So let's introduce this last video.
Alright. Let's do it.
I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking.
Well, apparently this is Honey Boo Boo's final form.
And you know what they say, you are what you eat. Does anybody else want to think about what she eats? It's probably everything, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking, I'm cooking.
Well, this concludes What's Hot on the Web. For more videos,
Vlogs.
and reviews, please visit us at TeenVeiw.com. I'm Malcolm Eugene.
And I'm Blake Moore. And this is What's Hot on the Web.
You know, I really like this white background. It makes my pink shirt stand out.
I thought it would.
Mr. Director, why didn't you think of this first?
So I have this idea for the next episode.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
What was it?
What if we get something together?
Let's do it.
It's Poblano Mexican Grill. It is a family-owned restaurant. I think it's very special that my parents did this a family-owned restaurant because we come in here, it's ours, it is our restaurant, and we try twice as hard because we just want the best for our family, and it builds us together as a family. We come, all of us, my parents, me, my sister, my brother. One of us is making the burrito, one of us is being that cashier, and people see that too. They feel the happiness that we give to them too. We give it to all our hearts. Take their burrito and know that we make it with all our hearts.
Really good food here. I really like it a lot.
It's my first time making poblanos. It's great food, great authentic Mexican food.
Come to Poblanos. We're looking forward to serving you.
I'm studying game design and animation. I've always been really interested in that kind of storytelling asset. I want to make art with people. The entire collaborative work is just fantastic. The fact that you can actually be involved in it and play as it gives a completely different feeling to any kind of narrative than you would from a book or a movie. I was really impressed by what was here. I'd never expected it to be in Wichita, Kansas of all places. It was like a big city in a little building.
Hotspot in Wichita would probably have to be the Town West Mall because there's always something for you and your friends to do there, and we always seem to have a good time there.
My favorite hotspot is the Warren Movie Theater. I like seeing movies.
My favorite hotspot in the Wichita area would definitely be Target, just because I like being there and they have lots of great stuff, and yeah.
Today's episode of TeenView TV, we're going to be sitting down with our You Speak Out panel to discuss hotspots. A hotspot to TeenView Magazine is a place that's really popular for all of us to go to. So before we get started, let's start off with introductions.
I'm Blake.
I'm Erica.
My name is Carson.
I'm Reagan.
I'm Maya.
Malcolm Eugene.
Okay, first question, what's a hotspot to all of you?
I think to me it's a place that me and my friends just go to hang out to when we have nothing better to do.
Or just like a really popular place in general. Not necessarily something that I'm into, but just something I know a lot of people go to.
Yeah, like if you went there, you know you're gonna see, maybe one or two people that you might know, or somebody that you know is into this kind of stuff or something.
Like Target. I always see people I know there.
Or Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart, that's a big one.
What are some hot spots around the city that you go to?
I really like Coco Dolce. It's an artesian chocolate place in Bradley Fair. If you guys don't know, have you guys ever heard of it before?
I haven't heard the word artesian before.
Oh. Well, have you guys heard of like Mead's Corner and the Donut Hole?
Yeah.
Mead's Corner has the open mics.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
I really like Cheddar's because I'm all there at least once a week. So
yeah. Cheddar's and Red Robin. I love Red Robin.
Oh yeah, Red Robin.
Yeah,
it's good food.
I mean, as most of y'all know, I am like a huge gaming advocate, so I go to battle stations sometimes.
Oh, battle stations, awesome.
I hang out at GameStop or other places like
What
that.
is battle stations?
It's like this place you go, you can like you pretty much like rent a gaming session. Like you either rent it's pretty much any console. Basically, you pay $5 for an hour and you play whatever game that they have available to you. And you just play it like that. Or you can pay, I think it's $20 or $25 for an all-day pass.
Oh,
you can just go in there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it.
So, would you say battle stations, being around the different people, is more fun than just playing a game at home?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every now and then, sometimes you might want to just be by yourself and play a one-player game, but it's better to play it with friends or people that you meet. Or
I don't know how much you're going to be socializing with other people there when you're playing a video game, but
so true.
but I agree with yeah.
I also like Barnes and Noble, because I'm a big bookworm, so I could live there probably if I wanted to. Read books, smell books.
Studying done?
Just smell books?
Browsing.
But it's like relaxing to be around books.
Yeah.
It's calm.
Yeah, it really is.
I can't read.
You can't, or you just don't want to read.
Okay, so we talked about a lot of different places that we go now for hotspots, but what are some things that maybe the city could bring in?
I would like to see Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that they brought the trampoline park in. That was a good addition.
I would like to see another amusement park.
Oh yes,
definitely.
Something a little better, a little bit more tasteful than Joyland.
Maybe a Six Flags or a World of Fun.
Yeah,
Or
like at least like Joyland revamped or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was a Worlds of Fun here, then that would make all of my high school field trips a lot cheaper.
I know, it really would.
I mean, we got All-Star Adventures, and that place is cool sometimes. Like, the last time I went there, I was like 14 or something.
Yeah, it's more of like a preteen kind of thing, but it's still, I mean, if you go there every once in a while, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a lunch at a movie kind of girl, though.
Yeah.
What kind of restaurants?
Well, like I said before, I really like Red Robin.
Yeah.
They're like one of my favorites, but I also like Carrabba's. It's another one of mine.
Ways and Things.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh yeah, I haven't been there. Is that good?
It's really good.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've heard good things.
Go to Mooyah Burger every now and then. I like their fries there. I really like their fries.
They have good ice cream.
It's true.
Yeah, good shakes too.
Yeah, thick shakes.
What do you think, Malcolm?
Restaurants? Well,
Or how about this? What are some places that you think the city should bring back, or you'd like to see come back?
come back. Well, when I was little, I used to go to this place called DZ. It was kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese for older kids. They didn't have a mascot. They were like a big giant rat. They had a laser tag, Man in Black laser tag, which is pretty cool.
Didn't they like remodel their entire thing? Chuck E. Cheese didn't like change everything though, like their marketing stuff and everything.
Chuck E. Cheese, so.
I don't either, but I mean, like I was like, wait.
Back in the day.
Didn't he used to be bigger than that?
Would you guys say that the amount of things to do in the city are more catered to adults than they are teens?
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely think so.
Kinda.
Well, I don't know. Me and Maya, since we're both from Derby, like there's not like a whole lot to do in Derby. So when we go to Wichita, we're like,
There's
oh my
a lot of
gosh,
things to
there's
do for
so
us.
much stuff to do. But
When I was little, I lived in Chicago, and there was a lot to do in Chicago.
But that's the thing. Y'all are from a small town, Derby.
yeah.
Like, I'm from Wichita, and
You've
I've been
seen it
here
all.
my whole life, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I've grown accustomed to everything, and like even now, me being an adult, I'm still like looking on Google Maps, like, okay, what am I doing today? No, okay, well, I guess I'll stay home.
Aw.
What if there was a district or a centralized area where there were a bunch of different things to do instead of it being spread out everywhere?
That'd be
How'd that be?
Interesting.
Yeah, that would help a lot, especially for those who don't have a car and have to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Everything's
like-
in one central location.
Because it's like once you live in an area where you find one thing to do, that's pretty much the only one thing you can really do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to get a ride, you have to take the bus, or you have to find a way there.
Have you guys heard of Final Friday? I know.
Somewhat.
Yeah, it's
I've
just
heard
something that
of it.
happens once a month, and mostly it's something that's like catered to adults. But like it'd be really cool if they could open like an art gallery that's kind of like teen heavy, where there's like teen artwork in it, and then teenagers can go and see it. That'd be cool.
So maybe more events in the city that are towards teen activities instead of just adult stuff?
Yeah.
I just want to see a beach.
Oh, a beach weekend. That will be the day.
In the middle,
Really
of,
far,
the,
yeah.
in the middle of the country, okay.
Soon.
All right, well, those are all really good ideas, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
TeenView is an empowerment program that motivates teens to go forward in life and enables teens to do positive things in the community, therefore setting an example for their peers as well. Our plan is to use participating students representing all Wichita area high schools to impact the community by doing projects and activities. We plan to work with the community to host fun and educational events for the youth and to provide an avenue for the teen's voice to be heard. TeenVeiw Magazine is a publication for teens by teens from a teen's point of view.
Roll camera and sound.
Speed!
Speeding! Action!
Red Robin Royalty members get one free burger during the month of their birthday. So even if you don't know what month it is, you have a 1 in 12 chance of getting a free burger. Join today at redrobin.com.
Red Robin. Yum.
My favorite hotspot is Chili's because it is just delicious.
My favorite hotspot would be Red Robin because I like to eat and they have really good food.
Hey TeenView World, I'm Caden, and this is Kyler. We're at Red Robin, one of the best places in Wichita to get a gourmet burger.
Did you know that Red Robin recently got a new menu and has new burgers? Well, if you didn't know, we're going to introduce you to the new burgers.
First we'll start with the featured burger, and then we'll move to the ring for the Battle of Burgers. Here's Jessica, and she's going to introduce you to the Colossus Burger.
Our Colossus Burger is one of my favorites. It may not look the best, but it's definitely the best tasting. It has lettuce, grilled onions, provolone cheese, triple S barbecue sauce, campfire sauce, and chopped brisket.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
I'm starting to get hungry. I can't wait for the Battle of the Burgers to start.
Today I have the DGB burger, or the Darn Good Burger. It's got an 8-ounce black Angus beef patty with roasted tomatoes, delicious garlic aioli, and arugula tossed in a citrus olive oil dressing. Definitely better than any of the other burgers talked about today.
I've got the black and blue burger today. Starts off with an 8-ounce black Angus beef patty. We've got some sauteed portobello mushrooms, some grilled red and white onions, house-made blue cheese sauce made from half and half. Super creamy. Blue cheese, some Dijon sauce, a lettuce leaf underneath. It's a pretty good burger.
Alright, well this looks like a pretty good burger. The smoke and pepper burger. Alright, well, there's a burger patty down there. A black Angus 8-ounce burger patty. And some cheddar cheese. Extra sharp. Some bacon. Smoke and pepper bacon to add a little kick. There's ketchup on it. Smoke and pepper ketchup, of course. And some pickles. And a lettuce leaf. And the bread looks pretty good too. A ciabatta bun. Looks like we can't get any better than that. Nope.
Wow, that was an intense battle. I don't know which one of these delicious burgers I wanted. Well, I want you teen viewers to come down to Red Robin and try which burger you believe won the Battle of the Burgers.
Remember, Red Robin also caters.
Well, I'm Kyler, and this is Caden, and I hope you enjoyed watching the Battle of the Burgers.
Red Robin Royalty members get one free burger during the month of their birthday. So even if you don't know what month it is, you have a 1 in 12 chance of getting a free burger. Join today at redrobin.com.
Red Robin. Yum.
Battle Stations Gaming offers a unique digital experience with the best technology. Play, buy, sell, pre-order, and repair your games with us. We offer a full retail selection of video games and accessories, collectible card games, and more. Trade in your old games and receive 10% more than the competitors offer. Check our website, battlestationsgaming.com, for featured games and upcoming events, and be sure to like us on Facebook. Battle Stations Gaming, on the northeast corner of Central and Greenwich, where everybody knows your game.
Something that I think we need in Wichita, a Cheesecake Factory.
If I can bring a hotspot to Wichita, it would probably be Dave & Buster's, because they have food and games. If I could bring a hotspot to Wichita, I would bring Great Wolf Lodge. Great Wolf Lodge, they do a lot of around the town. They do a lot of quests and stuff, like a lot of mystery stuff.
Hey everyone, I'm here at Tanganyika Wildlife Park, and I'm standing next to the Assistant Director, Matt. So how did you get started with Tanganyika?
Well, actually, my family owns the park, so I kind of grew up with all the animals as time went on. And actually, we've been out here for almost 30 years. So, but we didn't open to the public until 2008. So, but I've been here ever since, and just working with the animals.
So when you were growing up, were you around a lot of different animals?
Oh yeah, lots of different animals. Got pictures with a lot of different animals when I was younger, and got to work in the barns and help out as I got old enough to do that. And so yeah, I've been very involved with the animals.
What's your favorite animal?
That's like the $1 million question for anyone that I guess owns or runs a zoo. But I really like the cheetahs. They're pretty awesome. I know like the gibbons or the siamangs when they're hollering and stuff. That's a lot of fun to watch. So it just kind of depends.
So how did the decision come about to open up the park to the public?
Well, the collection had grown significantly over the years, and we got to a point where we really wanted to, we needed some additional support from the public to help care for a lot of the different species. So the why of what we do is to have a significant impact in the stewardship of select species. So that's the reason why we do everything. And we wanted to be able to impact more species, to help more species, and to do that we needed the public support. So we made the decision to open up to the public, try to share a lot of these amazing animals with people, and then by doing so we'd be able to help even more animals.
You guys have a lot of different activities that people can participate in?
Yeah, so for guests, there's a lot of interactive experiences. We're by far one of the most interactive zoos in the Midwest. So you come out, you can feed giraffes, you can feed Australian parrots, you can feed an Indian rhino, you can feed a bunch of different children's zoo animals, pet a kangaroo, or even go on our lemur island and feed the ringtail lemurs. It's the only place in the United States where you can do that.
Do you guys host any events at all?
Yeah, so you can have all kinds of different events out here. You can have a birthday party, you could have a wedding, anniversary, any of those kinds of events you can have out here at the park. Graduation parties, we've had graduation parties, so a lot of different opportunities.
Do any animals show up at these events?
Yeah, so most of the time we'll try to bring different animals to the event, or you can have different animals come to the event. So it could be anything like a penguin, or we could bring a cat, like a caracal, African serval, Eurasian lynx, or a lot of other smaller educational animals like a three-banded armadillo and things. And those are great because people can pet them, interact them, and it just kind of makes that party, if you've been to a lot of graduations or you've been to a lot of weddings, it just kind of makes it unique and just something different.
Yeah, it definitely does. I went to a wedding and I got to see one of the penguins walk down the aisle.
Oh, awesome.
So that was pretty neat.
Awesome.
What do you think people like about Tanganyika the most?
I think they like that it is unique or it's different, So a lot of people have been to different zoos. Sedgwick County's a great zoo, or they might have been to Kansas City, Oklahoma City, a lot of the big zoos. But I think the park is very different in the atmosphere. Obviously, we're way more interactive than almost every zoo, and so they get a much different experience here when they come to the park versus when they go to a lot of the big zoos.
And do you have any advice for a teen who may be looking to get into a field that's involved with animals?
The biggest thing, like I said earlier, is to just volunteer. Find whether it could be the Humane Society, it could be Sedgwick County, it could be here, but find a facility, with wildlife that you can volunteer, get involved, and just recognize that initially it's not going to be glorious. You might be picking up trash, you might be pulling weeds, but that's fine. Work hard, and people will notice. And then, as you get older, as you get through maybe into college or into high school, you'll be able to take on more responsibility and do more things. And that's by far the best way to get involved into any field. That's right.
I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to our Hotspot segment, and tune in next week for more interesting hotspots. This is Jessica Rain here with Matt, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
Battle Stations Gaming offers a unique digital experience with the best technology. Play, buy, sell, pre-order, and repair your games with us. We offer a full retail selection of video games and accessories, collectible card games, and more. Trade in your old games and receive 10% more than the competitors offer. Check our website, battlestationsgaming.com, for featured games and upcoming events, and be sure to like us on Facebook. Battle Stations Gaming, on the northeast corner of Central and Greenwich, where everybody knows your game.
At Mindfire. Apply now.
If I had to bring something to Wichita, it'd probably be a bigger water park than what we have. I think it's a YMCA.
What I would bring to Wichita is another PF Chang's because we need more.
If I could bring something to Kansas, I'd bring a Cedar Point. It's a big amusement park in Ohio, and it's big and fun.
If I could bring something to Wichita, I would definitely bring an H&M because they have lots of cute clothes and shopping is fun.
Bring to Wichita is Jack in the Box because it is fire. Am I done now?
Well, that's it for this week's episode of TeenView TV. I hope you guys learned a lot about what you can do in Wichita, or maybe things that you'd like to see in your city. Don't forget to connect with us at www.teenviewmagazine.com, or follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Maybe you have a suggestion for something that you'd like to see on our next show. Go ahead and leave a comment. Until next time, I'm your host, Jessica Rain, and this is TeenView TV.